There we go. Should be live. You should be able to hear me. Hopefully the music's not too loud. If it is, you guys know what to do. Just let me know. Right, so we've got two of these squiggs to get done today.
Hello, my future girlfriend.
I am beset by the horror!
Thanks for the resub, Mitch. Pleasure as always, man. Also, there's a new Patreon command for you, Mitch, if you want to give that a go. I'll wait for you to find out what it is. But yeah, also, like,
Easy there, neckbeard.
yeah, it's perfect, right? I thought as soon as I heard that, I thought I've got to sample that, mate. Water. Need water. Right. Let's get these bloody bomb squigs done. Now I'm going to message the bloke and ask him if he wants any like freehand like chaos symbols or anything like that on them. And then they're done, man. I can post them and then start working on all the other backlog, man. The first thing that's going to be on the list is going to be Buff Stew's Lord of the Rings elephant. Get that out of the way as well. Like I said, the actual elephant itself, I reckon I can get done pretty quick, or at least like make some really good headway on it. I want to get that done by the end of August. I've got 2 frog geezers for Zen. I've got potentially another commission coming in for a Vindicator from Ryder. There's other stuff laying around. I've got the Blobby tank, man, so it should just be sort of stuff that's cool and fun to do. Got not the whole one, but I've got to paint one of these as well. Got a commission for that from a bloke in Sweden, so I'm gonna have to actually set up a schedule and just like really start working hard at actually, you know, because I just want to get to the point where I can just like say to my boss at work and go like, maybe like, you know, can I just do 4 days a week or something like that? Like I've said, man, if I can get to that stage where I'm doing 4 days a week and I'm doing like a whole day of like Friday or something like that, doing a whole day of just streaming, it's like regular stuff, isn't it? And you know, maybe things will pick up again. Like, you know, we'll see. Really, for stuff like this, I should just, you know, just pull the trigger. But like, we all know what the economy's like and stuff at the moment. Sub Lizard, mate, welcome back, man, and thanks for joining the Discord, mate. I noticed. If you want to post miniatures and stuff, Sub Lizard, it's in the hobby zone. So, just for future reference, so you know, mate. If the time arises. Oh, what has happened with the undercoat on this? Maybe I'll put the undercoat a little bit thick on this one. I don't know if you guys can see, it's a little bit bubbly, which is not great, but you know, it's not the end of the world either. Can I get away with this brush? Probably can. What paints do I use? That's such a huge question, mate. I mean, I get asked that quite often. I've got a mixture, mate. Like, I like to use a lot of coat d'arms paints because those are old school style, like 90s and like sort of 80. No, this brush is too thick. I'm not going to be able to get away with that. But yeah, I like to use a lot of coat de arms paints because they're kind of like 90s style, and that's my kind of happy place, if you know what I mean. Failing that, Vallejo is a good go-to, and I'll try to use as few GW paints as possible, really. But I mean, I do have GW. I mean, I'm using GW contrast at the moment because, you know, contrast is not the magic elixir that they were saying, but it is good. You know, when they released it, like, you know, they were talking as if it was going to be like, you know, people can just literally just use contrast paint, and like just by using contrast paint it's going to make everything look good, and it's not quite the case, is it? So the, you know, the answer I'm really trying to say is the right tool for the right job. But my advice would be, you know, if you're starting painting or whatever, just try and stay clear of GW paints, because they're expensive, they dry out, they're really thick, require a lot of thinning down and all the rest of it. But it's not like they're bad paints, you know, it's just they're overpriced. They started some World Eaters. Yeah, Vallejo, man. Yeah, exactly right. And of course, if anyone wants to help out with the YouTube algorithm, I'm also streaming on YouTube, so get over to the YouTube stream and just passively drop, you know, a watch in there, you know, maybe mute it and then come back to Twitch. That would really be appreciated as well. Yeah, it just adds up watch time and stuff like that, you know. And lets the algorithm gods know that, you know, there are actually people that like my stream and people that do actually watch me. I don't think that's strange at all, mate. I mean, like, you could do like something crazy with that, though, couldn't you? Like, you could do like urban, not even urban camo. I mean, you could do like red camo, like Ali G style camo, man. That would look really cool, wouldn't it? And, you know, I think the problem is with sort of stuff these days, man, is like the creativity is like significantly lacking, I think, from like the old days. I say this all the time, but like people often come in and, you know, ask similar questions. What colour should I paint, blah blah blah? And it's like the wrong question to ask. It's like, you know, what the question, you know, really should be is how could I paint such and such? You know, because
reinforcements have arrived.
Oh, thank you, whoever that was who just joined. Kurtwig, mate, you absolute legend. Thanks for hitting the follow button, mate. I'll give you a little meme to say thank you.
Mr. Sharp, sir.
All right, this is for you, Kurtwig. Hello.
To back! Kapla! Kapla! Kapla!
Kapla, my friend. Traditional Martian colour, then why not go? Why not go for? I said, why not go like red and orange, like camo? That'd be cool, wouldn't it? And it'd fit in with the rest of the army as well. But like what I was saying is that, like, you know, like a lot of people, like we're like, you know, I mean, with so many like lore channels and the kind of way that GW and 40k is really up its own arse lore wise. Nice one, man. Chickers.
Perhaps
If that's how you say it, mate.
Prepare for running speed!
And thanks for the shout outs, Mitch. I know. So you said you started streaming again, Mitch, as well. But anyway, what was I saying?
You want to fuck with me? You think you know bad, huh? You're a fucking choir boy compared to me. A choir boy.
You're getting the hell memed out of us today, man. But what was I saying? Yeah, I mean, you know, it should just be like, you know, what colours do you think are cool? And then paint them like that. Like a lot of people like kind of like almost go into 40k these days as if it's historical reenactment or something like that, or like, you know, like a World War II one, or how should I paint this army? It's like, mate, you could make up any old headcanon you want of why your army is painted that way, do you know what I mean? These are Ultramarines, but they're painted in camo, for example, and it's like, yeah, that's cool. You know, as long as you've got a reason, you're like, yeah, man, it's because, you know, the planet that they're on at the moment is like, you know, some jungle death world, and they realised that they needed to do this or whatever, like for whatever reason. There you go. There's your little story, and you got the kind of minis that you want. And how did your stream go, Mitch, anyway, man? How was it to be back in the streaming seat again? Are you going to pick it up, start picking it up regularly again?
I am beset by the horror!
Thanks for the resub, cuz. And how's the leg, cuz, anyway? Anyone on YouTube who's thinking, what's going on? Why is this guy not talking to me? And why is there chat coming up? It's because there are two streams going on. One's on Twitch and the other one is on YouTube. So if you're on YouTube and you're thinking, I wouldn't mind having a bit of a chat, then just get in the chat and I can oblige, basically. Joseph, mate, how's it going, buddy? I knew there was some secret YouTube lurkers there. Right, tomorrow's music stream, I'm going to try my best to get something on the go, but a mate of mine kind of surprised me midweek and said, and he's from Germany, and he said, Garth, I'm going to be in Portsmouth from X date to X date, and like, you know, we used to be like best mates when we were at uni and stuff, so I might have to, like, I'm probably not going to be able to do like a massive 4 or 5 hour music stream like I'd like to do, but I might be able to get like a 2 hour one in or something like that. If people are about. Cuz, do you not like BOMB SQUIGS or what, mate? Mate, you can punch these minis all you like, man, because like they're hopefully this will be the last time I'm doing these this particular commission. It seems to have lasted for absolutely ever. I mean, the Belisarius calls or whatever his name is, Call. It's a cool looking model and stuff, but like me and my old hammer sensibilities, like, you know, he made the Primaris and stuff, didn't he? So Primaris, whatever, man. So just for that on its own, he's in my bad books. Mate, I bet your nan has painted more orcs than I have hot dinners. Dave. And welcome in, Dave. Hand's a bit shaky. I am yet again a bit rusty. It's been like another week since I've painted. I was actually off work Monday and Tuesday. Like, my asthma's been playing up. I had a bit of a cold. It went straight to my chest. So I did actually have more streams planned this week, but health comes first and all that lot, and I'm gonna be behind on money as well next month, which is not great, is it? You know, missing 2 days of work, but you know, it is what it is, isn't it? Excuse me. I think I'm going to use some of this, some of these newfangled Army Painter speed paints. Let's get some of these out. So I haven't actually tried the silvers on these yet. Mate, who's cooler? Dark Angels or Black Templars? It's got to be Dark Angels, man. For me. I've never been a fan of the Black Templars, to be honest.
Easy there, Neckbeard.
Yeah, any Black Templars fans, don't get your Neckbeard in a twist, man. I just need to activate a bot. A watch bot. So those things that, you know, when you see like streamers streaming to 0 people, like people who are just starting, it's like, mate, you don't ever have to just like stream to nobody. Like, you must have a spare phone somewhere. Just make an account and watch yourself. Speaking of, anyone on Twitch, if you want to help out with the algorithm,
Deodorant is the Neckbeards' only weakness.
Mate, it is the Neckbeard's only weakness. But yeah, anyone who wants to help out with the YouTube algorithm, if you want to double stream it up, that'd be awesome. Get onto the YouTube channel and just mute it, and then watch it in the background for me, just to help. And I said, help that pesky algorithm. Because it doesn't like me. The algorithm doesn't like me at all. Now, I must say that so far, this army paint... Oh, man.
3, 2, 1, go!
Let's see as many stickers as possible. Go on, lads. Get some sharps out there. Get some Sean Beans. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I was saying how impressed so far I am by this Army Painter Metallic Speed Paint. Because I think this is going to save me a job, and that job being putting silver on and in a wash, because it seems to be working and doing that job really well.
I have slain many harder foes.
You want to fuck with me?
Thanks for the
You think
bits.
you know bad, huh? You're a fucking choir boy compared to me. A choir boy.
Jesus Christ, chaps, we are going mental with the memes today. Am I going to have to add? Am I going to have to start adding cooldowns to things? Maybe I'll just make them more expensive. How about that? You know, if the stream does ever like proper take off, I'm sorry, chaps, but I will have to. I will have to make them more expensive. Like, I'll have no option. I mean, at the moment, I think they're very, very reasonably priced, shall we say. Did the gatekeeper not work there, cuz? I'll have to owe you that one. Yeah, it's kind of odd how they work sometimes. I wonder if, like, there's like a sort of communal cooldown on them. Right, I saw some Games Workshop gossip, or I've been hearing some Games Workshop gossip. So I hear that basically what I predicted like 2 years ago or whatever it was when Primaris came out, I said GW are just going to bin off all firstborns, or Budwanker. It should be Buswanker. If you type in !Patreon, I think it will give you a list of all the commands there, cuz, and you can see if you've typed it in right.
Bus wankers!
Yeah, there we go. But yeah, they've basically just relegated all of the normal Space Marines, haven't they now? Like, by the way, you've all got to buy brand new armies now, pretty much. You know, they say that you can use them as proxies, or official proxies or something, I've heard, right? But how long do you think that will last? Yeah, but it won't be long until, like I said, they'll all be gone at one point, mate. Because, think about it, like, think how many, you know, on eBay and stuff like that, like, just think how easy it is and how many Space Marines are around, like firstborn Space Marines, that, you know, if you wanted to make a decent first, like, a old school Space Marine army, you could pick something up of eBay or a car boot sale for a few quid, clean those models up, and then there you go, you've got something that you can use. But there's far less Primaris and stuff roaming around, aren't there? Am I being too cynical? I don't think so. Mate, Buddy's nan can paint better, but she can't paint as fast as you, Noah. Good to see you on the stream, Noah, man. We don't see you on, you know, I know you're a regular on the Discord. We don't see you as much on the actual stream, unfortunately. I mean, I know you're in the States, so it's kind of like time differences and all the rest of it, isn't it? But I swear you basically keep my Patreon hobby zone going. I really want to do like some painting challenges and stuff like that for Discord, but I just don't have enough time for everything, you know, don't have enough time at all. I've been saying it for a long time, but I really need some like a mod who would have time to kind of set everything up like that and kind of keep things ticking along for me. Save me a bloody job. You know, somebody to moderate all that kind of stuff, and then, you know, I could like judge them or whatever, like, you know, whatever the month painting task was. Make a quick YouTube video up as well for it, showcase or whatever, you know. Is my next GW board meeting? Well, we've just been discussing, man, how I basically decided that we've got to bin off all the firstborns, mate. That was down to me. Right, that's the annoying thing about these sort of pots, though. Getting like a layer of scum. More traditional underbelly for this one.
You are ready to excel.
Thanks for the follow, man, whoever that was. Makeshift, mate. Welcome, mate. Been to the channel before, Makeshift? Or have you literally just joined us and gone, you know what, man, I'm going to hit that follow button. And this is for you, Makeshift.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Probably just copyright striked my own stream there on YouTube, but there we go. Painting some more nids. Yeah, well, you've got the I'm assuming somebody's given you a Leviathan box set to paint up, right? Would be my guess. I reckon painting Tyranids and stuff, I think that would be like quite fun. How quick do you think I can get to these 2 BOMB SQUIGS done, boy? Last time, it was pretty rapid for that one. Still on commissions? Yes, mate. I'm going to be doing... That's basically all I do now, man. I don't do any of my own stuff, unfortunately. I haven't painted any of my own stuff. I can't even remember the last time I painted one of my own models. Kind of adds to the burnout, I think. Well, not think, I know. I'm just going to have to get a fan on, I'm sweating. Get some air moving in here. Where'd you get all of these new followers from, Mitch? These your mates, or did everyone just... Did you just have a absolutely rampant storm this... rampant stream this Sunday? All bots? Oh, mate, you paid for some decent ones, man. They're replying and everything, mate. And obviously anyone who's new to the channel and you want to get on the Discord, so, you know, post any pictures of your minis or whatever, type in !! Discord, and theoretically I'm hoping that the Discord links are now fixed and I'll never have to change it again. But I've said that a million times and it never works, so you know, I know it's working right now, but are we allowed to be racist against bots?
My nan could paint better than you. My nan could paint better than you.
How's the leg anyway, cuz? Another 3 weeks. Is that another 3 weeks? What? And the cast can come off? I mean, what's the deal then? In case people are wondering, our man Cuz there unfortunately broke his leg quite recently. Fracture is rotational. Do I even want to know what that means, man? That sounds horrific. Excuse me. That's it, man. People out there in YouTube land, always very quiet, YouTube. I kind of find that, you know, when you watch a stream on YouTube, they're kind of different to how Twitch streams go. Like Twitch, I find that Twitch streams, you know, when you watch a live Twitch stream, they're like generally, you know, they're more interactive, right? And people are kind of talking and, like, you know, talking in the chat with each other, and, like, you know, people are engaging. Whereas I find that on YouTube, when you watch like YouTube streams, a lot of them, I mean, yeah, they're live, but often it's more like talking head sort of stuff, or almost like a podcast, right? Where you've got like two people talking and people watch it on YouTube. I suppose for the replayability, then obviously, like, you know, people are going to listen to that as a podcast essentially. But like I said, I find they're like two kind of different beasts. And like kind of training the YouTube audience up to like realise that, like, you know, this is kind of interactive, and like that's how my streams work anyway, as opposed to, like, you know, I said some other stuff I've seen out there, like even from like large, like, you know, big streamers. Yeah, exactly, right. I think it's because like people who are watching Twitch are kind of there for like the Twitch atmosphere, and like have got some sort of understanding of how kind of Twitch works, right? Whereas YouTube like is a lot more accessible to like everyone, if you know what I mean. So I mean, even me, when I first started streaming on Twitch, the only reason I streamed on Twitch was because I thought, you know, I could drive people to watch my YouTube videos more. And then it ended up that I ended up streaming on Twitch like a lot more, and basically like neglecting the YouTube videos that I do. And sometimes I just kind of feel like, you know, maybe if I'd have not split everything up and just paid more attention to YouTube, and then get like a following on YouTube, and then kind of start streaming on YouTube and Twitch, maybe that would have worked better. But, you know, you live and you learn, don't you? It's not like, you know, sometimes I feel like, you know, there's so much I would do differently, like if I did streaming and YouTube and stuff all over again. Like somebody starting up a YouTube channel, man, I'd be like, look mate, do this, don't do this, man. I mean, every bullshit fucking thing I've basically fallen into. Like every, like, you know, I watched too many, like how to, like, you know, what you should do, like, and a lot of that was very helpful, but a lot of it as well wasn't, like, and my channel has suffered from me doing too much research, basically. But without that, I wouldn't have been able to get, because when I look at my channel and I look at my stream and I'm like, it's interactive and stuff like that, and it's a lot more interactive than a lot of streams. A lot more interactive, but I obviously just don't have the personality for it, man. I don't have the personality to carry it, so I'm trying to cover up for my for my sins in other ways, I think. Trying to cover my brash lack of understanding. My brashness is basically what I'm saying. I'm trying to cover up for the fact that, you know, I don't pander with some other stuff. Tried to do everything right. Tried to do everything by the book. Do it all the right way. Keep going, Garth. Yeah, keep going, you'll get there eventually. I'm like, you know what, I don't think I ever will. I think my dreams are just destroyed, man. They've been well and truly shattered. And the husk continues to stream, basically. I'm just a husk of a man. Yeah, I've got Cuz at least. I mean, I've got Cuz, I've got Mitch, I've got Dave Doggo, unfortunately. I've got Dave's Doggo's nan. That was, you know, if it wasn't for Dave's nan, I would have given up streaming years ago, mate. I feel like I'm one of the last. Sometimes I feel like I'm, you know, because I started streaming in the first COVID period, and I feel like I'm one of the last remaining first COVID period streamers, because a lot of them have just disappeared, and then there was a crop of like second and even like third generation COVID streamers, and a lot of those COVID streamers are gone now, man. And Matey Boy is still knocking about. I mean, talking about YouTube, if you're still watching on YouTube, man, let me know. I want the desperation to be kept on YouTube forever so that everyone knows. Who knows what a loser I am, man. Still here, look, we got one. Oh man, Joseph's still there. Good stuff, Joe. Joe's holding down the YouTube fort all on his own, look. It's all just a dream. Yeah, the classic schoolboy ending. And I really hope I can get some tunes out tomorrow and I've got enough time to get some of that on the go. I've been thinking about a bolt gun follow-up video. Now, I've got like no urge to play bolt gun at all, really. After that sort of initial thrill of like, yeah, this is like, I've said on stream as well, it is good, but it's not. I don't think it's as good as what people say. Is it worth 20 quid? Yes, it is. But I kind of feel like it's a bit samey. Sadly. I'm a bit bored of it. Looks like a shit Doom. Mate, I've said before, man, like the Doom Astartes mod is better. Still is. I need a really bright red. Here we go. Hiding in milk crates. What is going on here? I think I've really fucked that up. I mean, like, all the bad, you know, all the enemies and stuff like that feel like a bit of a letdown, like, especially like the Chaos Space Marines and stuff in that game. I think it's cool, like, how you just, like, splat cultists, like, how it's meant to be, but when it comes to, like, things like Chaos Terminators and stuff, like, it just feels wrong that you're just, like, massacring them like that. Let alone greater demons and things. And like even the levels kind of get samey, like the look of them and stuff. And what's criminal about it is there's no mini map and it's easy to get lost. And it's like, really, man, how can there be no mini map in a game this day and age, right? Am I being too harsh in that criticism? Yeah, like, it feels like there's like no replayability or anything like that, and like, you know, when you get the supposed secrets, they're not really secrets, are they? They're like, you know, the level is super linear, and it's like, you know, people say like, well, you know, in those days shooters like that were linear, and it's like, but they weren't linear. That's the thing. It's like if you play like a game like Blood or Duke Nukem or like Doom, right? They're not really linear. Or, you know, even if they are, they don't feel it. However, you really, I feel like it's almost like you're on, feels like an on, like, to me, Bolt Gun feels like it's on rails, right? There's only like one way to do this, like one way to complete this, one way to go around here, like, you know, and it's like, you know, you're just kind of forced into very similar feeling set piece purges. Like, you know, all right, I'm going to go into a room here, there's going to be a purge, and, you know, and it just, like I said, to me, it just feels a bit samey, which is a shame because I really wanted to like it, you know. It's not like I don't like it, it's just like, again, it's just like, it just feels like such and yet again more missed opportunities, you know. But then what do I know? I mean, obviously everyone loved it, it's just me as usual moaning about it, so couldn't just like it, Garth. It's like, mate, can I not, am I not allowed to give criticism? Like, it's like, you should just like it. It's like, I shouldn't just like it, that's not how things are. I'm allowed to have an opinion. I'm not like not saying anything horrible or bad. I'm just saying I don't like it for these reasons. And if like you can't act that, then I don't know what to say, mate. But That's the internet that we live in now, isn't it? That's how the world is, right? That's how the internet is these days. I say these days, I mean it's been like that for ages, isn't it? Mitch, what time do you actually stream now then? On Sunday? Is it every Sunday now? I'm probably at the car boot sale when you're streaming, trying to pick up non-existent 40k deals. I still haven't seen any 40k in a car boot off. There you can see there's a picture behind there. I got a sweet Neckbeard, like dragon picture for a tenner the other day. But you know, really I should like maybe make some Patreon videos with the car boot sale. Then I'd have to walk around with a fucking GoPro on my head or something like that. I don't know if I'm that level of influencer yet. I don't know if I could do that. Yeah, Sunday morning to mid-afternoon. Yeah, I'll be, like I said, I'll be at the car boot or like eating lunch then, so that's why I haven't been able to pop in, unfortunately. It's definitely the time, because I know you have been streaming. Gonna try and make this a real luminous squig. Thanks, Dave. Should we zoom in on it? And how far are we into the stream now? Hour? So, give or take a little, you know, that's an hour's work. It's not too bad, is it? Earhawks, man. Long time no see, mate. I was wondering how you've been doing, actually, mate. How's Taiwan? Mate, I think it's been so long since I've seen you, Earhawks, mate. My missus is here now, mate, and we're married. Gonna, pop out something priceless today, chaps. Bit of OG Goblin Green, that. Excuse me. With Screamer Killer. Yeah, I kind of like that they did a sort of homage to the old school one. like the old school Screamer Killer. It's still not quite. It doesn't look old school to me, but like, you know, the thought's there, I suppose. With the new one. Yeah, Earhawks, man, your painting's proper decent, mate. Do you still go on the Orc server? I'm actually going to be going to Birmingham and staying at Zen's house next month. Excuse me. Like I said, I'm recovering from a bit of a cold, so sorry about that. Alright, mate, thanks for popping in. Oh, the gear gut stuff. Really like the gear guts vehicles. The orcs themselves, though, I'm less enamoured by, to be honest. They're kind of like not to my taste. But his vehicle's really good. Oh, you're the opposite, really? Well, that said, I mean, everyone's different, isn't they? Oh, God. Oh, I thought you already had one of those custom war bosses, man. I thought I could have sworn that you had a custom war boss already. Because I know he's made one for like various people like Brack and Steve-O and things like that before they like had their falling out or whatever it was. Ooh, hobby gossip. How's the music level today, chaps? Can you actually hear it? I've noticed previously, like, the music has just been way too low, like, and there was no music at all. So, let me know what your thoughts are volume-wise. Oh, Earhawks, man, you like making music and stuff, don't you, mate? You'll have to come and check out one of my music streams, man. Because I've started streaming those on YouTube as well, yeah. Well, well, it's UK time, man. I mean, I'm normally finished work by at least 5 o'clock, and then I'll basically just turn the stream straight on then. So I don't know what sort of time that'd be for you. Yeah, man. Fingers crossed, mate. Just keep your eye on YouTube or on my Discord or wherever you are. I mean, they'll be on Twitch as well, mate. So doesn't have to be on YouTube, obviously. Working at all. What is Planet Coaster? I'm going to have to ask. What is Planet Coaster? Is it like a roller coaster game, like Roller Coaster Tycoon or something like that? Are you actually like ranked and playing competitions and stuff, man? 2,000 hours into a computer game. That's mental, mate. Sounds like, yeah, you start streaming that, mate, and you're like doing well. You might, there you go. That's your money spinner right there, isn't it? Right, what next? I feel like he should have a yellow tongue. It's going to go with his underbelly, and I think I've got a army painted speed paint yellow hanging around somewhere. If only I'd have, if only I'd ever clear up my painting desk these days, and I might be able to find a paint every now and then. pretty sure I've got some sort of speed paint yellow somewhere, because I just want to dip it on it. You know, it's in his mouth, so just dip it on the tongue and then that'll be done. I don't have to worry about it. Got like Crusader skin, bone. I know there's a yellow in here somewhere. Or there's a yellow around it. There it is, yellow. It's like Space Engineers or something then. Yeah, I found that those sort of games though are like almost dangerous in that sort of way, because they give you the same buzz of doing like a good job at work or something, when really you've achieved nothing. Do you know what I mean? Which for me was, you know, the same with like survival games, which, you know, for me was fine, you know, when it was COVID times. But post-COVID times, like, to get anything out of those sort of games, you got to put so many hours in, right? I just can't justify it to myself anymore, and I don't think I'd want to. Just because, you know, we all spent so much time just stuck inside, you know. I'd rather be in the pub having a chat with my mates or something. How bizarre, you know. I'd rather be out socialising. Any YouTubers still there? Still with us, Joseph? Gets depressing, man. I see like suddenly the viewership goes up by 1 or 2 for like on YouTube for like 30 seconds. Somebody watches for 30 seconds and then goes, yeah, fuck off, I'm not watching you. That's disheartening. Should make my streams more interesting, right? Should get some tears. Is that... Oh man, Joe's still lurking. Just wonder about colour for eyes. I feel like this one should have like a luminous orange eyes. That's my first thought. So my first thoughts are normally the right one. This really isn't the right brush for doing eyes. Maybe blue eyes for this one. No, we got a blue tongue, haven't we? But yeah, that's my thought. Blue eyes. Literally, didn't I just say to you guys I shouldn't be using this brush for the eyes? This one's... well, they're both coming along pretty quick, aren't they? And this Mephiston dead is... Mephiston red is basically dead, is what I was going to say. Classic GW paints, of course. Don't last 5 seconds. Does that turn into almost like a brown? Little orangey, brownish fire goblin kind of look. Is anyone doing any hobbying at the moment? If so, what? I might just give this guy white eyes, actually. Doctor Who minis, the old school ones, man. Like pre-Slaughter era sort of things, like when they used to do like Lord of the Rings and Star Trek and things like that, didn't they? Yeah, like really old. I mean, I've got like an old Citadel compendium, which has those sort of models in, and it's got the old. It's like a really old Citadel compendium, like not the sort of classic ones that had like a blue cover. It's got like some like cheese artwork on the front of it, and it's got that comic strip that mentions Malice in it, the other Chaos God. I think that might be just over there. Like, it's a really old compendium. And the really old Lord of the Rings Gollum is like, their model is more how I imagined Gollum. I didn't imagine Gollum like Peter Jackson style Gollum at all. Everything else was really good, especially like the Ents and stuff. Like the Ents was pretty much exactly how I imagined the Lord of the Rings models, well, Lord of the Rings sort of characters as a kid, but Gollum wasn't right for me. I never really thought of him as an actual schizophrenic talking to himself like that. I always just thought it was like an internal monologue, but not like actual, like, this is another person talking, do you know what I mean? Did anyone else feel that? Shit. I've never seen the old cartoon Lord of the Rings film. I've seen clips of it, but I've never seen it. I don't get what this guy's holding. It's like he's holding like a massive nail. I don't really get that. But why would he be holding a massive nail? Getting these last bits of silver on here now, man. I'm hoping that we are nearing completion. Yeah, I mean, the Peter Jackson Lord of the Rings films, I mean, you know, what can you say about those, man? I mean, they're amazing, aren't they? You know, it's never going to be exactly what you imagined, but they are bloody good. The Hobbit films were not good. I didn't enjoy those really. They felt really like forced and like felt like cash grabs, you know what I mean? And I didn't even finish watching that Amazon Lord of the Rings series. Like, I didn't even bother to finish it. Like, not even to, like, you know, see what happens just for a laugh. It was just like cringe. Like, just boring. Like, I mean, obviously people are going to go into like, politics, woke, blah, 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 blah. I don't really care. Like, it was just shit. Like, it was just not good. And it's hard for me as a British person to take Lenny Henry seriously as a fucking hobbit, do you know what I mean? Fucking Lenny Henry, mate. Of all people. Why did they pick Lenny Henry? And the Hobbit's like weird, like Jamaican Irish accent as well. Like, that didn't sit well with me. It was like, what is that? Like, just sounded shite. I'm surprised that Lenny Henry didn't call somebody a bomberclat or something. Like I said, I think we're basically there. Look, I'm gonna get some, maybe get a little bit of highlights on the sort of leather straps and stuff. And then I've got like some very few bits and bobs to kind of tidy up on the actual squig hogs themselves, and then they're done. And then the era of the squig hog is over. It's been like a year doing these or something. Mate, they were bloody awful, weren't they? They weren't just bad. It was awful, like unwatchable, like awful. They said there weren't even like any funny bits in it that you could kind of like laugh at. It was just fucking shite. Mitch, have they upgraded the enlisted tech tree yet? If it's still there, do you know? Yeah, maybe we could jump on in about half hour or something, mate. If you're up for that. I think these are done. I think that's it. Alright, Hut Armories, man. How's it going, buddy? Thanks for stopping by. Watching and painting. What are you painting today, mate? You've been working on. Like I said, I reckon these two are done. That I'm happy enough with those. Seeing as they're only little bomb squigs anyway, ain't they? Come on, focus. Is that focused? There we go. That's what I reckon that'll do. Hour and 48 minutes ain't too bad, is it? Pretty rapid. I mean, really, that's the opportune point to really stop, I think, because, like I said, they're done, and especially if this is going to YouTube, don't really want to start on another commission right now. There are two little, like I said, I mean, I'm going to ask the bloke if he wants me to do any, like, sort of freehand chaos symbols on the squigogs. And then if he says yes, then, you know, I can get that done in one extra stream, and then they're 100% done. And obviously if he says no, then I can go, right, these are done, I can get them posted. So probably, you know, I can, you know, maybe potentially save myself a job and just ask him if he does want any sort of freehand on there or not. Because I don't want to do that if it's unnecessary. Obviously. So I think that's fair to call it. What do you think? Is that fair to call it, chaps? And then next week we can fucking start on new shit. Maybe you'll see a smile every now and then, like, you know, some newer stuff, some stuff that isn't just like factory work, you know, some larger pieces that I'm going to enjoy painting, you know, that aren't just endless orcs, endless new orcs as well, you know. You guys be down with that, I'm sure. So yeah, I've convinced myself into it. So one final look, I think yes, you know, and that makes a nice little 1 hour 40 minutes 2 hours YouTube video. If anyone wants to like, subscribe and all the rest of it, if you're watching this later on, yeah, you know the deal. Thanks to our new followers, Makeshift, C1H1A1Z, that obviously says something chillers or something maybe. Kurtwig, you legends, thanks for bringing them in, Mitch. Hut Armories again, man, thanks for popping in, but you know, right at the end. Chaz, there we go, that makes sense. And thanks for our solitary Joseph Roberts there on his Todd on YouTube, mate. Again, you legend, mate, thanks for stopping in. All the obligatory stuff, lads, you know what it is. If you want cheaper minis, go and use my link, Element Games. No point in paying full price for GW stuff or even non-GW stuff, whether it be D&D, Vallejo, all the rest of it. And music stream tomorrow. Be there or be square, and I'll see you all in Latvia. And if you get that reference, then, like, I have no idea how you got that, but well done, because that's from an action film. Okay, be there or be square. Well, next time you're in Latvia, I'll buy you a drink. There we go. If you know that quote. Colossus knows. The Colossus ain't here. And Mitch, maybe I'll meet you in the Patreon room. And of course, speaking of Patreon, if you want to get some memeage on the go, endless memeage, then Patreon, get yourself logged into the Patreon, £1 a month, and you can torment me live on stream with memes. So there we go. Can't say better than that. Right, that's it, chaps. I'm out. Not really sure about raiding when it comes to multi-streaming, so you know, because I don't want to be multi-streaming and like just have myself watching the stream like that while I raid someone else. So I need to look into that. I know it's a bit uncouth not to raid somebody in the hobby zone or not raid people in the hobby, blah 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 blah. But yeah, well, sod it, mate. Like, can't do nothing about it at the moment because I don't want to have you guys just watching me doing fuck all while I'm watching somebody else's stream. Like, it's a bit weird. So yeah, that's it. Ta-ta, toodaloos, and that's it. Bye. And see, yeah, look how weird this is. See you later, YouTube.